Hi everyone, this is Nico. I'm going to be presenting today a new feature that just landed into Moose. This feature is building Moose for production, a Moose app for production without Docker containers. And so the way this is going to go, so first I will orient you a little bit around the terminals. So at the bottom left, I have Redis that's running. Here in the bottom middle, I have a ClickHouse server that's running with a SQL client that's running as well. So if I do show tables here, no tables. Here I have a Moose app that's mostly the default Moose app, with the exception of I've removed the streaming engine functionality. That's why we only have Redis and ClickHouse as a dependency here. Everything else is dependency upgrades. We don't need to worry about that. And so the way these packaging works is just by running npm run moose build. And what's going to happen as this is going is basically copying and bundling all the files that are necessary for a Moose project to run in production and putting that into a zip file. And so that zip file can then be used to just deploy on a server that is, for example, not on the internet and that we need to run there. So the caveat here is that this process needs to be run on the same type of machine that will be run into production. So if I'm using Linux ARM64 to run in production, I need to use an ARM64 Linux machine to run this build. So once this is available, I can see where my package is at. Now I can just unzip it to deploy target location. So I'm going to unzip it in this directory, which will simulate the production server. So here, if there's nothing in there, this is basically like simulating a production server. And those two, ClickHouse and Redis, you can imagine them being networked. In order to set credentials into the server, you can use environment variables. So for example, this is like some environment variable that you can use to set so like without the dashes, but like this, to set like values, and this corresponds to basically your Moose config, which is right here. So like the structure is Moose is a prefix, then there's like section name, and then variable name, and then value. So you can basically override any of the values that are here, which are all like in your project set for defaults, and override them with other environment variables if you want to. You could also build different configuration and then override the configuration that's going to be in there. So right now we don't have anything. We have run the build process, and the only thing that we need to do is to run the unzip command to extract everything inside that production server. So I'm going to do that right now. As I'm doing this, you can see everything popping up. And as you can see, there's our moose config.toml that just popped up here. So if you want to override this one instead of using environment variables, you can do that as well. Now that it's all done, then to run, I just have to do npm run moose prod. And then it will start the web server. So now if I want to test that everything is up, the web server is up, you can do this, which shows that that's not what I wanted to do. Let me try this again. There That's working, and I believe you can also you can also hit the health endpoint. So this is pretty much it. We went from Moose project to bundling it to deploying it on a production web server without Docker. Please let us know if you have any comments in the comment section, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.